How do you think the 100 will end? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're asking, how will the 100 end?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're playing out a what-if scenario and looking at some possible outcomes of how this sci-fi show could end, where the characters might end up, and what will be the fate of the human race.
She's still just a kid. You're wrong, Abby. She stopped being a kid the day you sent her down here to die.
First, let's start with a quick recap of the series. Pretty much the second the 100 landed on Earth, they've been at war. First with the Grounders, who are descendants of the survivors of the apocalypse.
We were attacked.
Attacked? By what?
Not what. Who?
Then the Mountain Men, who wanted to drain the 100 of their bone marrow in an attempt to make themselves immune to radiation and escape their bunker.
Hey, we can donate it!
That'll never happen.
I can make it happen with her help. We can all survive.
We can.
After that, there was Allie, an AI hellbent on stripping people of their free will.
We'll get Raven back. We'll get them all.
It's bigger than that. With Raven's abilities, she'll be able to understand what she learned here. They'll know the second AI can stop me. We'll have to kill them all.
Then the enemy was the apocalypse itself, and the Grounders and the Sky People fought with each other and themselves in a race against the clock to determine who will survive. Lastly, the most recent villain was a new group of Sky People, the Eliza prisoners. At the end of this final war for the last livable land on Earth, they end up destroying it, and the entire planet. The 100 and company are forced to return to space, and thanks to Monty, find a new planet. But what's next? There's a theory going around that the show will end when it reaches 100 episodes. Considering there's already talk of a season 7, and season 6 is said to consist of 13 episodes, it's possible that the show will reach 100 episodes at the end of season 7, and finish with a nod to the titular number that recurs often throughout the series.
You're being sent to the ground. All 100 of you.
What?
As much as we want to see more of the show, that would be pretty cool. For those who haven't read the book series, beware of spoilers ahead. If you're a Bilark shipper, then you might want to read the books, because Clark and Bellamy end up betrothed. Certain The 100 fans have been dying for Clark and Bellamy to get together since season 1, even when they were still enemies. So it would be pretty cool for them to get a happy ending. Or at least whatever version of a happy ending exists in the 100.
Now there's something I thought I'd never see.
The TV series is very different from the books, but it is not without its similarities, and show creator Jason Rothenberg has said that the show is, in essence, Clark and Bellamy's story. So Bilark fans, don't give up hope just yet.
You're really here.
Speaking of ships, Octavia and Jasper are kind of the ship that never was.
And I don't care how things turned out, you were brave to try. And bravery is always rewarded.
They were very close early on, but as they both grew darker because of their experiences, they grew away from each other. And Jasper's death at the end of season 4 squashed any chance of them growing back together. But now there's a new Jasper on the scene. Jordan Jasper Green, that is. Monty and Harper's son was introduced at the end of season 5, and is expected to be an important character.
We picked a name today. Boy or girl? Jordan.
I think Jasper would like that.
Having spent his entire life on the ship with only his mom and dad to talk to, he's the definition of innocence, and Octavia is, well, not. But they just might find the perfect balance in each other. With Octavia's darkness and Jordan's light, they would definitely be a very dynamic couple. And these two ending up together would finally fulfill the Octavia and Jasper ship, albeit in a super weird way. He is Monty and Harper's son after all. However, it's perhaps far more likely that Octavia will die in the end. She's already escaped death so many times, she's kinda due. She was immune to the Grounders' biological warfare. She survived Echo's blade and a fall off a cliff into a river, and she won the Conclave. She even tried to die on purpose, sacrificing herself to save Bellamy, Gaia, and Indra, but Maddie saved her at the last minute.
when they opened fire. One like hell.
And after all the things she's been through and all the things she's done, it's a safe bet to say she even has a bit of a death wish.
Once we're in the valley, everything we had to do to get there, it'll make sense. You'll see.
Hopefully Octavia manages to find some peace before she goes, but if she does go out in the end, we're sure that it'll be a warrior's death. But what about the fate of the world itself? The 100 are already responsible for the death of one planet, but at the end of Season 5, Monty asked them to do better, to be the good guys.
I hope we do better there. I hope Jasper was wrong, and we aren't the problem. I hope your lives there will be as happy as mine has been. Be the good guys.
The book series ends with the 100 and the Grounders alike joining together and cohabitating on Earth, having created a council built of both peoples. Though the show has long surpassed the books in many ways, maybe there can be a similar fate for the 100, the Grounders, the Eliza's prisoners, and whatever new beings they encounter on this new planet, and they can finally break the cycle of destruction. Or maybe they will never figure things out, and prove Jasper right after all. Humans are the problem, and they'll end up ruining yet another planet, sending them back into space, forever searching for a new home. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.